Guys, team meeting. We all bring it in for a minute. We got some stuff I would like to talk about. I would like to formally apologize to you guys. I've been letting this behavior and this quality of work that's below the district's standard go on for too long, and that's on me. You can really blame that on me. I didn't step up when I needed to, and I let this drag on for far too long. So now that that's out there, I just want to say what's been going on in the past that hasn't been going so well, especially looking at Mary and Jordan as a prime example. Also get into the school that we're doing here, see what's working, what's not working, and what we can change, and really see how that'll move on into the future for the rest of the 11 schools that we still have to do. So, think back to Mary and Jordan. Just about 6 weeks ago, it was our third school that we did, and we already have weeds that are 6 feet tall. And guys, that's no ordinary thing. Weeds don't grow 6 feet in 6 weeks. That means that we just flat out missed weeds, and most of them were inside bushes like these. I try to tell you guys to reach in and grab them as best as you can, but if we keep missing them like we have been, then that'll create issues. And 6-foot weeds out of the front end of Mary and Jordan is a pretty big issue. Now we have the asphalt crew working at Mary and Jordan too. You know, Bill and Tommy love to get riled up every time they can. They love to see Bill's crazy eyes come out. And now that you're not performing the work to the level that he expects, he's going to give you guys a hard time. And he's been expressing that to me for quite some time, that he's just displeased with your quality and your pride that you're taking in on your work. And that should sting a little bit, coming from a senior co-worker telling you that you're not putting in enough work. And that should really just hurt. That means that we have to take more pride in what we do and a better quality of work. I know last year we had 7 guys, and now we only have 5. So that means that we're going to be after doing more time doing grunt work that no one wants to do, like weeding. But that's what we have to do. That's our job, and sorry, but that's the way it has to be. It'll be a team effort, but we just all have to come together and get it done. So that's the past. We can't change that. We have to move on. So now we look to Sanborn, and I would say it's pretty good. If you look at these trees, Chancho, they look great. You cut out all the dead like I asked you to. It's kind of a dead tree anyway, especially right now with all the leaves falling. We might have to come back and take it down, but overall, the trees look good. These hedges look very good, Spider. We got underneath, like I told you, cleaned it up real well. It's ready to mulch. The bed edging, great job. It's got a clear divide. The trough isn't too deep. I'd say it's ready to mulch, except the one thing I did not say are the weeds. We still have weeds coming up, like I was just throwing them out a little while ago to get your attention. But we still have weeds right along here in obvious places that we're just throwing the mulch over, and that's unacceptable. That's just not a good work ethic, not pride in what we're doing. And that can change, and it'll have to change, but it can change rather easily. I think it's been taking us right around 4 hours to weed each school. That's a lot of time to be on your knees, under the hot sun, in jeans. And I know that it's rough, but again, it's what we're paid to do. So if we take 4 hours to weed a school, I think we only put in 30 extra minutes to go in and specifically reach the weeds out of the bushes. It'll really reduce us having to go back to Mary and Jordan and spend 2, 3, 4 hours at a time to reweed the entire school. Going along with that, the solution is just taking more pride in your work and kind of just enjoying what you're doing. So that's this school. We have a few things to change, like we'll have to go back and pick some of these weeds that we missed, but I only think that should take right around an hour. And then we can go back, put new mulch on it, smooth it out, and we'll be good to go. Move on to the next school. Moving into the future, what this new work ethic and this new pride will do, I just see that we have 2 options for the future. Option 1, Continue what we've been doing with Mary and Jordan. Keep getting yelled at by Bill and Tommy, and possibly lose our jobs just because we're not putting in the effort that we're paid to do. Or option two, do the necessary changes, tweak the work ethic, tweak the pride in our work, and I really think that we can get the district done in a reasonable amount of time. We're going to finish, we're going to be able to do more enjoyable things such as cutting down trees, going on top of CLA, and possibly building sandboxes like we did last year. And like the future, like I was saying, we're not all going to be professional landscapers. I may be, but you guys have a bright future ahead of you, and I know that you're not going to be going into landscaping for a career. Happy. I know you're northern to be a teacher, and that's great because you're going to be empowering kids with a lifelong hope of knowledge, hopefully. And that takes dedication, practice, and a lot of toughness. Things that you can use here, such as being on your knees for 4.5 hours and picking the weeds. I know it's tough, but you can translate that to your white-collar jobs in your future. Like the rest of you guys are going to college, doing all various things. Concho, I think you're going into some sort of medicine, and that's just a lot of hard work and dedication that you put into your studies to understand what's going on. And again, focusing here at your work is really going to be able to help you focus at school. Spider and shovels, I know you guys are going to school too, and it takes time. So just use the lessons that you learn here in your future. Coming up, we have the district office, and that's where the superintendent is, and that's where he's the one who signs your checks. You want to make sure that we do a good job there, so we show him that we're doing the work necessary to do a good job and to get paid that amount that we do. And that's kind of the mentality that I want us to have going into the future, is really pretend or just think that someone else is always watching us and going to be critiquing our work. Because we serve these schools for around 10,000 kids, and their parents are always going to be there thinking, oh, this school is really nice, let's send our kids there. So someone else is always going to be looking at the work that we do, and it's very important to put in the level of hours and effort that we can do to make it happen. So I've seen the work that you guys have done last year, because you're all second year or third or fourth year kids, and I know that it can be done. It'll be done as a team, and I really think that we're going to be able to have a fun rest of the year with a more, sorry, I lost my train of thought. We're going to be able to have more fun in the future by cutting down trees, going on top of CLA, like I said before. So I know that was a lot of information tossed at you on a hot day. We've been baking under the sun for a few hours, so I just want to quickly recap some things. The work that we've been doing so far is unacceptable, but it can change, and I really think it will change, because it won't be that hard to refocus, take a little bit more pride in our work, and really enjoy what we do. The work we're doing here is really good. All we have to do is, again, just focus on weeding just a little bit more, and we'll be great. And then taking that into the future, making sure that we do the best we can, because the superintendent or other people are going to be watching us and critiquing our work. So, anybody have any questions? All right, let's get back to work.